to let him know I'm doing his game. I'm doing this instead, Kev. I appreciate that you looking out, but I'm doing this instead. So, hello everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy. This time we have another game from the Team Wales Greek Bowl tournament. It's not their tournament, it's just we're following Team Wales in the Greek Bowl. Greek Bowl is basically European rules, the Euro Bowl rules, but with 4-man teams. Team Wales, it is Swiss, so we've skipped the early rounds and waited until Team Wales got to play someone good. Unfortunately for them, the team they got to play is better than them now. Overall, anyway. Sorry about that, but they are like an excellent team, Team Chimera. This game representing Team Wales is Joeseph on Necro, someone I haven't seen play before. I'm interested in having a nose at. But representing Team Chimera is Straume, who is very good. Norwegian player. I don't know who else is on Team Chimera. I can't remember. But it was a very good team. So let me find out what Team Chimera was. This one's going to be Straume playing Dark Elves, which is awful for Joeseph. It was Joeseph is playing on Team Chimera with Vampires, who's Swiss and an excellent player. Siggy is also on Team Chimera, who I think is German. I'm sorry if he's not. My apologies to Siggy if I've misnationalized him. He came second in the overall. He was first until the last game at the last Euro Bowl. So this is a stacked team, and the fourth person in there is Justician. Again, like a very, very experienced French tabletop coach. So that it's like a fucking super band made up of people from different countries, all national level coaches. In no offense to Wales, stronger countries in general. So this was a really harsh matchup, and as you saw in the other matches, Wales not winning this round, already out. So this is just for pride for Joeseph, or just for practice, I would say, rather than pride. Losing to Straume when you're in the, still in the coming up phases of being Blood Bowl is no problem if he does it, but it would be a good scalp if he won, and a draw is reasonable. But practice against someone at this level is hard to get in general, so you should take that for what it's worth. So let's see how this goes. So the Dark Elves won the toss and they chose to receive, and they're setting up to fight, not to Daka. Let me press pause. He does set up in a... Press pause. Come on. Press pause. So he's gone the... Why isn't this working? So he's gone the double Wrestle Witch, Leader Runner, 4 Blitzers, 2 with Dodge, which this is probably the one I would use. I'll be honest with you. It's no bench and an Apo, but it gives you the strongest team on the pitch. So this is probably what I would use. I don't hate the setup from the Necro. It's totally fine. I do feel you could be a bit closer. I don't hate setting up on the aggressive line with Necro. He doesn't have any Fowlers, so leaving the Fleshies as the lone wildebeest isn't that much of a problem. This could be a stronger anti-blitz defense, but against Necro, who've set up, reasonably middling with their faster players, it would have to be a very unlucky. At least it is an anti-blitz setup. It's not just nothing. I feel like if this was, if every one of these games, this is what I try to gauge it on. If every one of these games was for like £1,000, I feel like you wouldn't set up like this, right? That's how you should set up with most games. If they matter, you should pretend they matter more. If they don't matter, like you're playing ladder games like I am or whatever, then sure, go nuts. But if they matter at all, you should pretend they matter a lot. In which case, this should be a full anti-blitz defense with this player down and all of these lined up there. And they can move in for the... If you're not Dakar in any way, you can move the linos in to be the assist afterwards. So this is fine. This is a reasonable anti-blitz setup. It is something rather than nothing. So it's just a nitpick. I will say I don't like rolling dice. First, just straight off, I don't like rolling dice without covering this ball. He hasn't moved this guy. Like the ball is just there. It can be jiggled. I don't like rolling dice. It forces you to re-roll everything that's wrong. He's probably going to re-roll it anyway because of where the kick is. But still, just where these people are going, move them. Rolling more dice. You could have double screened this ball, right? This guy after that block could have come here now, there, and this guy could be here. So you've got a screen in place. You could come forward, and so you've got a double screen in place. So even if you quad skull, it doesn't matter. The ball can't be jiggled or based or anything. Like, it feels like that's the way you should play if the game matters. I will say that to him, this game doesn't matter. I don't know if the individual rounds matter at all in Greek Bowl. Team Chimera have already beaten Team Wales in this round, so maybe he's playing a bit slack because this game doesn't matter so much. He is gonna pick up the ball. I don't like this being here. I think this should be one forward. I really don't like where when you're going to pick up and you're going to re-roll it, so therefore the pickup is important. You can screen away from the ball so that it can't jiggle through them and out the other side. And again, these two are just standing over there. I mean, this guy's picking up the ball, I'm pretty certain. So these two just standing over there is super loose, really slack. They should have moved already. And one of them should be helping to cover the ball. There's no tackle, so you can put the wrestle here, or even here, or take the blitz. Or do something like that. I guess he can't take the blitz. It's going to be a blockless blitz. He's followed, probably blitzing with him. So he should be down here or over here. The wrestler should be down here to double screen the ball, leader behind. Then you go for the pickup, etc. It's just a matter of nitpicking at this point, but these tiny percentages do matter in games of between like skilled players. They matter at all. They matter a lot. Like, what is that guy on the left doing? That's a blockless block. Why is that Dark Elf staying there? I doubt it, right? Oh, what a surprise! He's moving. It's just a bit lazy. Like, people in tabletop world seem to just be a bit lazy. Oh, this is a bad blitz, isn't it? Oh dear me. Oh my. Okay, what are you doing there? Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming that was a mistake in counting, but you should know. Like, you should know this. It was a bad blitz in the first place because it leaves you based. So that was just a terrible blitz. Should have blitzed with one of the wraiths. I get wanting to blitz with Claw, but let's go back and see what you could have done if you wanted to blitz with Claw. The best way if you wanted to blitz with Claw is this guy. You can put the fleshy there and the sidestepper there, and you blitz in this diagonal, so it's into your own fleshy. So you get 4 dice without having to follow up and do anything. And if you get a POW, you can chain him off, so he can't even like block you back at all. and you just stay safe. This was awful. Like, why are you blitzing a blodger in the first place? Really, really bad choice there. That's not a good start. Like, I'm fine with the mistake being maybe because it's fumble, maybe because he just miscounted. Mistakes are mistakes, right? Maybe he thought that guy was standing or something. But the choice, just that's the bit that I'm going to pick on. The choice is terrible. Absolutely no reason to take that choice. Especially as you're just basing over here anyways. You're giving up a block on the fleshy regardless. Terrible, isn't it? Straight up is 2 dice, by the way. But even straight up is bad. Even straight up is bad because you end up based. It's a necro blitz, right? You don't want your wolf to be based and hittable. You have to do a dodge. No one should be necro blitzing at national level. For people who don't know what I mean, necro blitz is a disparaging term used for people, for necro coaches who constantly want to blitz with the wolf and will do so even if it ends up with them based and having to do a 3+ dodge. Even if they've got a blodge wolf, it's still a 1 in 9 dodge. Like, when instead of some other blitz, it's basically it's shit. It means it's rubbish, right? Necro blitzes suck. Sometimes they're the best blitz you've got, but vast majority of the time there's something less stupid to do. And now this drive is over for him, right? Like, he's just, this is over. You're not going to turn over a good coach with a full team of Dark Elves having just immediately removed your own wolf. Interesting that Straume doesn't choose to claim the space here. I would have chosen to claim the space. I would have just claimed all of this space and fought left to right. I don't think there's any need to stay back here. Blitzing the blodger again. Why are we continually blitzing this blodger? 30% to get a POW. And then if you get pushes in the first one and get a POW in the second one, you're based on the rich. Necro blitzing again. 70% that first block is pushes. And then 70% the second one is pushes and you're just getting blocked. Like, stop making these hits with dodge. With, like, where you have to dodge afterwards. Blitz the soft targets. Blitzing these hard targets is just miserable. Like, that was the best possible result, right? You got a POW. Anything else, the 70% of the other time is bad. Because you're going to end up based on this witch and get hit back. And we're not going in. We've like half mans. We've stuck some in here, but why isn't that fleshy just there? Like, it absolutely dominates those two players if you put the fleshy there. Neither of them can take a block. They both don't have dodge. That could burn a reroll or kill an elf. Like utilize the strength in the guard. That guy should go there, dominate those two. You've dominated these two. Now the fight is up here, right? You got to do something with your players to force dice to be rolling. You're down a player now. The only way you're stopping him scoring is by doing something, making something happen, making dice roll. Or this is just going to be a turn 8 score. And now you're down 2 players, and it's basically over. And like, even if that was a push, he comes there and you give up a free hit on this zombie that is no longer like protected by the guard of a fleshy. Wait, why is he down 3 players? The golem's out. I forgot the golem was out. My bad. So like this is just awful, isn't it? Giving up hits as just being a disaster. I was distracted by a DM while the flashy thing was going on. My bad. In case anyone's wondering why I didn't like overreact to it. So I will do the rest of this match, but I will be honest with you, at this point, you are such a dog as the Necro that this is basically a loss, right? This is just a whole lost game based on some very bad decisions in the first couple of turns. Um, at this point, the thing you should recognize is how much of a dog you are, and you should just go all in, like to try and do some damage or whatever. You're fucked at this point. Like you're capped at 10, which isn't terrible. You could probably get a draw with 10, but you should be blitzing for damage, which is soft targets, because he only has an Apo and no bench. So you need him to be down to 10 minimum. So you should not be giving up extra blocks. You should be protecting the wolf, and you should be just trying to pick off a lone wildebeest, hoping that the claw does something and blitzing for damage. You don't forget about stopping the score. It's not happening. This should just be all about making sure you get 4 dice with the wolf and not take any blocks back, trade blitzes, and that's it. Yours is with claw, theirs isn't. Hopefully you should outbash him. This, yeah. This is like still playing like you're playing normal. You're not. You're so many men down. Oh, okay. I mean, that helped. I didn't do nothing. Um. Okay, firstly, I can see that guard is standing up, which seems like a terrible idea because I'm pretty certain this is just dice on the ball. Oh, we can get 2 dice on the ball. Hopefully that's what Joeseph is doing by standing this player up, because it gives him the guard here to take this. So we tag someone here so that this is 2 dice. We chain the guard over onto the ball. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, so that's 4 dice on the ball for the 3-2-2. This was awful from Straume against a very limited team. Hopefully Joeseph sees this, and that's what he's standing him up for. Let's see if he does. No. That's a shame, isn't it? I mean, with the ball standing so close to a block of players, you've got to look for these chain pushes. Like, you just have to look for that. That could have turned everything around. Like, imagine the dream scenario there. You block here and remove. You make the 3-2-2. You get the POW. Claw removes him. You're down like to 8v9 and the ball's on the floor. You got a block here as well. You got a zombie to come around and tag things. You got a block here. You got like there's so much stuff you can do this turn, and you just blitz in this guy. It's the opposite of what you should do, but every turn so far. Like we've made like we've hit blodgers and stuff in the first couple of turns where you should be picking off lone wildebeest, and now it's a complicated turn and everything's jammed together. We're picking up the lone wildebeest. Wrong way round. And we're going for a hard target there, the Wrestle Witch, instead of either of the soft targets. Hard target blitzing is never a good idea. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And now the entire game is over. But it feels like a missed opportunity, that last thing. That's the thing to learn from, right? You can't learn from getting dice. This is obvious dicing, right? But you can't learn from the dice. You can't learn anything from the fact that you got diced. But you can definitely learn from the choices made in those first turns. And they were dubious. Now we're just watching this play out, right? It's a shame. It basically, and I mean, I said that before, and Straume for no reason left 4 dice on the ball on, so there is that. Oh, okay. I thought he was basing the wolf to blitz the wolf, but of course it doesn't matter because he full powers the Roger into Kaz. Okay, now it's just a silly dicing. I mean, that's just the end of the game. I mean, I'm not even going to talk much anymore. It's kind of a waste of time. I'm sorry that I'll leave it play because I'm going to put it on the VOD. I'm going to put it on the YouTubes with the other 3, but I'm not going to care much about what happens now. If you're Joeseph, you should know this is over, right? This is fully over. Barring a massive reverse dice in where you just start casting Dark Elves left and right, this is over. At least it didn't matter, right? Because the round was already lost. I don't think it matters anyway. I don't think it matters if you lose all 4 or if you lose 3 or whatever. I think in these team events, all that matters is the team win and loss. Someone can correct me. I don't know the rules of the Greek Bowl, but I'm guessing that it doesn't matter. I mean, again, you don't have tackle. We're hoping to, like, just kill something. You got to maximize your chance of killing something. So it should have been you block there and then you blitz the regular blitzer. Just leave the witch alone. So little chance of killing it. The claw does nothing because it's armor 7. Blitz the soft targets. So, I mean, what have we got here? 1, 2, 3. So we got 9. Like, if we get some removals, but you've got to play for the removals. You got to give yourself the best chance of removing something, which is not constantly blitzing blodgers. And then get blitzed on, obviously, instead of just get your LOS blocks like a normal person. Oh my days, that is quite the person to use as an assist, isn't it? The leader runner. That is a terrible choice from Straume. Doesn't matter because he doesn't dub skull or brawl pushes, so everything's fine. That's crazy having his leader hanging out like that. There we go. The Apo's gone. No, 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 no. You got to blitz the leader with someone, which means you need to free someone to come over to be the assist, which is probably that guard. As much as you don't like doing a blockless block, someone's got to come over for you to blitz this leader, right? Tell me we're blitzing the leader. That's a reroll, just sitting out there with its armor 7-ness. And not a good choice again. It's really rough. Lick, I'm streaming and you've got an open mic. Didn't have to leave, you just had to mute your mic. No removals, sad face. Wait, what's the blitz if that's if it's not with the fleshy? Nothing. We're just not blitzing. Surely we could have blitzed to put the wolf somewhere else then or whatever. All right, 9 into 11. We've exposed the wolves again. And one gets stunned. You got to learn how to block the LOS without just having the wolves completely exposed. Learn the different shapes you can make using the fleshies. I mean, you only got one, but using the fleshy singular. Okay, ball's going back. Rolls a pow. Can we get an armor break? Can we fuck? So followed was gonna block down. No removal, obviously. Madness to expect such a thing. Wait, we're not stepping to the right and taking the block? So we're getting a zombie surfed. Nope, we're not getting a zombie surfed. We can still get a zombie surfed. You can use the witch. Nope, never mind. This was terrible. Straume should have surfed a zombie there. Been another mana. This is a 2 into 1 surf with a zombie when the other one was 2 into 2. What are you doing, Straume? And required a rush, whereas the other one didn't. That was rubbish. That was actually rubbish. Weird turn from Straume. To not have noticed that you could just surf this zombie on the right with no rushes needed and 2 into 2. I'm not going to shit on the 2 into 1 too much. Running out of players. So, if you're Straume, you can just red dice the ball into 2 dice, right? That's the play for me. The Wrestle Witch just red dices the ball upwards and diagonally. Because you can't take anything. Like, you can't take a wrestle, so, like, you have to eat something that only... So it's a 70% for pushes or a sack. and then you go there, and it's 70% again, which knocks you up, and that just gives you 2 dice on the ball. It's not with block, which is a bit of a problem. So, actually, it's even better. You can just do it down to there, and then you can block it with block. Yeah, okay, you just win if you do that, I think. 90% sacks you. So the wrestler just hits from there. You have to take anything that isn't a skull, which are all bad. Down to there, do it again, down to there. All of these players, one bases, one comes round, 2 dice with block. And then you have the dodger and the other dodger to just go and pick up the ball, and you just win. So I'm quite surprised to see Straume not do that. Has he got something better in mind? I don't think so, because you can't chain the fleshy off. So I don't think there's something better here. Maybe was he looking for? Maybe he was looking for a chain out. So if he takes the pushes there, and then fills this gap, that's a block that can chain the ball out. Oh, okay. I mean, that's okay, isn't it? I don't hate that. This would have sacked, by the way, if he just done what I said. But I think that's maybe what I'm going to try and give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that's what he saw. I'm not 1,000,000% certain that is what he was going for, but like that was a possibility of chaining the ball out. Didn't need that assist, by the way. There was already an assist there, the leader. I don't know why you put the assist in. Okay. I mean, this because he's put the assist in with the witch. This is a pretty easy breakaway, right? Probably leads to losing 2-1 because you're not going to be able to stall it out, but gives him a better shot than being stuck like he should. So this was bad defense. I'm not seeing what I was hoping for from Straume either, to be honest. I wasn't really looking too much at Straume's play, like because he just rolled so well and just diced Joeseph. But like the couple of times I mentioned it, it's all been bad, isn't it? Like for people wondering why, like the red dice is 91%. Like you can't be scared of rolling 91% to win. Well, not to win, but if someone had told me I had a 91% shot at like, pushing the ball out into a 2 dice with block, I would take it, right? Oh man, a 6 there is lovely. Oh, we followed. Why have we? Oh, we're not breaking away. I've just noticed we moved the ball. Okay. Is this not going to end up the same way? With just the same more dice on the ball? I guess he's just content to constantly make it difficult. So lucky powers into a 1 dice. Weird choice. Didn't even stand him up first. Playing sloppier, like it does happen to people, like especially good players, like where they feel they're up dominating, so they just take their eye off the ball, take their foot off the opponent's neck, and just play sloppy. Oh, that was terrible, wasn't it? I like that was like a. I guessing that was like a fumble thing. Like hasn't played a lot on fumble or something. Wasting those movement there was pretty terrible. And like if that's pushes, that's bad because you just put the zombie there, so you'd be pushing onto the zombie. Not in Chunt's column. I think we can all agree that that's a bit of a bonus. And then rolls a 4-3 and creates a screen. I mean, not a great screen. Oh no, we had one job left, which was do a 4+ with a zombie, right? Ah, Joeseph. All of those dice, and you don't just throw a 4+ in to make it incredibly better. So close. So close to like, fuck it, I'll throw dice turn. One in 9. What are those? Right, so this is turn 6. I'll be honest with you. I would do everything I could to stall out now. I'd roll all the dice to stall out because it feels like scoring here is giving up all of this hard work and a little bit of luck that you've just had and some sloppy play from Straume. You could possibly stall this out for the draw, I think. That's not the direction if you're going to stall it out, is it? That's scoring. What a shame. I think we should have stalled it. Risk the 1 in 9s. 2 turn against Necro, so much harder than. Oh, what's happening here? Okay. Well, this is just I'm going to lose then, isn't it? That's not how you set up at all. 3 zombies on the LOS, a fleshy covering one of the sidelines, sidestep covering the other. You got to do something here. You can't just assume that he's going to fail dice. This is just giving it up. But I mean, it's really difficult, right? He has 9 players. It's next to impossible to stop 11 Dark Elves from scoring. So this is the problem, isn't it? This is where someone again asked me that question, like, how would you set up here? And my answer is, I wouldn't want to set up here. I would have stalled last turn because this is how difficult this is. I would have recognized in advance that this is, and I did, and said it, how difficult this is to stop Dark Elves from 3 turning with 9 guys, especially as 2 of the ones you're missing are a fleshy and a. If you were missing like 3 zombies, sure. But like, I think you just roll the 89% and stall. And we didn't, so now we're in this, and the answer is there's no good way to set up here. There's a better way than this, but there's no good way to set up. You're still almost certainly going to get scored on. Which comes from experience. Like, I didn't even have to blink twice to know this was going to be an absolute nightmare to stop them from scoring. You just don't have the players. Simple as that. Everyone here gets based up. The ball's in a cage on a blodger. Don't like that he rolled dice. Don't like that he's like Please move the... No, no, my God. Move the other players. Come on, Straume. Super lazy. That's it, isn't it? What the fuck are you going to do here? Lose is the answer. That's the actual answer, isn't it? You just lose. I'm not trying to be clever. That's just how what happens here. Well, you definitely lose if you won in 9 there. I don't know why we didn't blitz with the sidestepper. That was the obvious play, I think. Oof. One dice away from a draw. But you can't learn anything from the dice, as I keep saying. Like, even if he quad skulled there, you should consider that a loss. Because quad skulls are not going to save you in, like, you know, the other 1,295 games. Why did that guy tag that zombie? What a weird choice. Rando zombie tag. Thank you for pressing end turn, by the way, Joseph. I appreciate that. Well, there we go. I very much doubt Straume will watch it. Joeseph is welcome to watch it and learn from it. My team, Team Wales, happy to help them out. Even though, like, 3 of them are English, I'll still let them out. I'll still help them out. Why not? Okay, I'll put these up on YouTube, like these 4, and I'll see whether Team Wales have a good draw in the last. I think there's a 6th round. I hope there is. I'll see whether Team Wales have a good draw, because this was a really good draw against Chimera, which is why I did it. So even though, so they've lost now, so they're less likely to have a good draw, a good team to play in the next round, but they might have someone good. We'll see. And in which case I'll do those 4 games and I'll put them up as well in the same playlist. All right, see you next time.